What is up, guys? It is Drew and Noah coming at you live this evening. The fellows from 3 and Out.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It has been very interesting with us now all being in 3 different states, and life shows up. And but I appreciate you guys being flexible.
Absolutely.
And everything. Well, before we get into it, I just want to say Noah and I were just briefly talking about it. The amount of support that we have gotten here lately, especially on the tube, has been ridiculous.
Yes. Yes.
That has been like our white whale for a while, is getting that to grow up a little bit. We kind of changed priorities, shifted directions here, and I don't think we've officially said it, but we do have an unofficial goal here in-house of 500 subs.
By week 0, right?
By week 0. That was our aggressive goal, was 500 subs by week 0. The current count as of 8/12 on July 15th, we are at 453. To put that into perspective, when we were on my bachelor trip, what was that, the third week of May? Yeah. I think we were cracking 300 at that point. So, this is... I mean, honestly, when Noah sent that in there initially, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe by the end of the year, but week 0?
Massive growth, massive support. So thank you all.
Absolutely.
And if you're new, like and subscribe.
Yes. All right. So, all that out of the way, not trying to diminish it, but let's get down to brass tacks. We know what today is. It is/was the first initial drop of College Football 25. We are broke boys on this channel. Yeah, we are broke bitches. And it just didn't make sense to spend the extra $30. Would it have been good to get our hands on it early? Absolutely. Would it have been nice to get it out for the content? Yes. But I think that we gotta stay true to who we are. Bunch of money saving pricks.
Save that money. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Now, don't get us wrong. We're still going to be making a ton of content with the game.
Yes.
Once we get our hands on it, us and all the other peasants out there.
Yeah.
We're very excited. You're going to see some Dynasty content, some, play now, one-on-one matchups, that sort of thing.
100%.
Film Stocked and I have even talked about hopping on a stream or recording a video, just, going mano-a-mano, shooting the shit like old times. So, very exciting stuff in the works.
Yes. No, I don't know if we're going to get any graphics put up or anything, probably just to get the word out, but Thursday night / Friday morning, I have committed myself to streaming me getting access to the game, opening it up, and I think in the group chat earlier, maybe Noah said he was going to be like, I can't remember exactly what was going on, but at least I will be there. I'm sure that at least there will be one other person in the call, minimum, if not, on screen. We are not that technologically advanced. But anyway, I think, honestly, I'm coming into this, and the majority of it's going to be me kind of complaining about the fact that I don't have the game yet, and some of my friends do. And, just kind of comparing notes with Noah and what he's heard and what is actually in the game, what is not actually in the game, how it feels, and all of that. So, any first impressions that you've gotten from the first couple of hours of the game being live?
First impressions are EA needs to optimize their servers, because within the first couple hours, I was already hearing reports that Online Dynasty's down.
It was.
People are getting booted in the middle of games. It's a madhouse out there right now. So I don't have confirmation on that, but that's just what I'm hearing. From Twitter and Discord. I'm in the College Football 25 Discord server, so I'm getting a lot of.
I was on a FaceTime with a buddy of mine earlier, because he sent me a Snapchat of him playing the game, so I FaceTimed him to bitch him out. But then he went to go, so he was playing an exhibition with Tennessee against Vanderbilt, and he was getting his shit caved in. So he's like, screw it, I'm going to go in Online Dynasty. And I don't know if anyone knows what lorem ipsum means. I think it's I think it's Latin. But anyway, apparently it is a text that multiple developers and code writers have put in when it's like a placeholder. Mm-hmm. And anyway, when he went to go play Online Dynasty, that's all that he saw was
really?
Lorem Ipsum, and and then he like went on Reddit and looked it up. He was like, and because he was trying to because the servers were down, and he's like, it won't even let me play offline. So they, I know, dude, I know.
That's
and
nuts.
They the guy on Reddit was like, if you're having trouble getting onto the EA servers right now, turn your Wi-Fi off. Or just unplug your, disconnect your PlayStation or whatever it was, and it was just funny. I don't know, like, so I've heard that too. So that seems to line up there.
Yeah. Another thing I've heard is Team Builder, which I don't know if it's available in the Online Dynasty, but definitely offline. Basically, building your own college football program from scratch. That feature was not available on Deluxe launch today. It will be though on Friday.
Okay.
So that's another thing I've heard. Some of the few complaints I've heard thus far with the game's release. So I think that's about it, from the complaint side. But I mean,
I've heard that you can't create your own conference, which, from what I saw, I was led to believe. Maybe my reading comprehension skills need some work, but I was led to believe that we could recreate the Big East, for example. But I could be wrong. Maybe we'll see on Friday. I don't know.
I mean, they did give them credit. They did have to build this game from scratch, so don't rule it out in future iterations. But definitely something I was thinking I was looking forward to as well. Just make the weirdest conference combinations possible.
Yeah, and I think you still, technically can. You could, put every top 15 team for the past 30 years, in the SEC and then rename the conference. I don't really know if that is exactly the case, but I'm sure that you could work around it if you wanted to.
But fans of the Big East and the Southwest Conference, you're going to have to wait. So
Yeah. And that's the thing. We haven't had a true online version of this game ever, so it could be a simple patch update.
That's true.
Even Online Dynasty cross-platform could be a simple patch update. I say simple. I mean, obviously, I'm not a developer, but
I've heard rumors that'll come in, later on after the game goes live, which I'm not convinced of. Maybe like we were talking about, maybe a future iteration of the game, but definitely the goal is to have that cross-platform Online Dynasty.
Sure.
But given how customizable it is and just how much data is involved with just one file on one system, they might not have wanted to open that can of worms directly on launch.
Yeah,
which understandable.
Yeah. And I've said this before, if that was the one thing holding up the release, we can get past that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just want to play college football. I play now with my PlayStation buddies. That's fine with me too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. At least we're able to play against our PlayStation friends.
Yeah, that's true.
So here's a question, just a video game question in general. I know that COD was playing around with this. How do you feel about getting away from the annual releases, especially for sports games?
Yeah, I saw something about this. This might be what you're referring to with Madden and CFB kind of starting to alternate release years. Mm-hmm. I think could be it's an interesting concept, definitely, because it lets the developers have more time to get a fully fleshed out project instead of just you get a year and you are building on a previous iteration and I don't know. Obviously, we've seen it with Madden, that laziness kind of creeps into it. They become all about Ultimate Team. Yeah. And they get pretty money hungry. But from what I've seen so far with this game, I'm kind of getting off topic here, but this looks like a love letter to college football fans, and I'm excited to play it. But back to the topic. It's an interesting concept. I don't think they'd ever go for it because
Money.
It's just, yes, money. That's
it. That's funny. But yeah, okay. So that's cool. Decent segue into good things we've heard. Speaking of the love letter to college football, I have heard that, the intro is amazing. I've heard that, the game day atmosphere pregame is very in-depth. I've heard that even the halftime show is very nice with, the voice of Kirk Herbstreit rolling over you. The one thing I haven't really heard about is post-game, because most of the people I was on the phone with today were mid-game when we were, having these conversations. So I'll be interested to see what that looks like. And it's funny, though, that it looks like Georgia's default team, whenever you play as Georgia, is Auburn. That comes
really?
Up first. Yeah. Yeah. For Tennessee, it was Vanderbilt.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. Not my first choice.
I mean, it's my first choice, but obviously I have a different background than most Georgia fans. I think I have a predisposition to hate Auburn a little bit more than your average person.
It kind of fluctuates based on the year to me. Like, I think overall my entire time being a Georgia fan is probably Florida, but recent years Tennessee has definitely had a surge.
Sure. But yes, I have heard that everything that's not the gameplay has been amazing. I have heard that the gameplay is not Madden. That has been made.
It's fantastic.
Very clear. There's whatever this turbo mode is, which is like hurry up on steroids. And then it's just it feels at times it feels choppy and rushed, but I think that is lifelike because these are college kids. These are not professionals. It's not fluid. It's not smooth. That'd be like, for all the guys out there that played high school football. Like, imagine how disorganized you were there, and there were maybe 1,000 people in the stands. Multiply that times 100. And, people gonna be hitting some false starts and, and getting some holding penalties and everything when the lights get a little bright. So
definitely.
You hear anything good, Noah?
I'm scrolling this Discord right now. People are saying, recruiting in Dynasty might have some problems, which, I mean, day one of a new game, it's to be expected. One thing I have heard, the difficulty is insane. Like, Heisman mode is, hard.
Yes.
Like, really difficult.
My buddy who was playing on Heisman mode earlier, he was Tennessee and he was playing Vanderbilt, and at the going into halftime, he was losing 28-3.
Damn.
Yeah, and in Neyland, so.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's either super ass or
If Madden is hard. He was playing on Heisman, but if Madden is any indication, he is not ass.
Okay.
So
interesting. Okay, may have to start out on All-American and work our way up. All right.
Work our way up. Yep.
Interesting.
Because I saw a lot of people talking smack about the road to glory difficulty. Because if you come out as whatever the highest one was it elite, then blue chip, then contributor, and then the underdog. They were talking shit. It was like, if you start out as elite, you're soft. That's all I need to know about you. And I don't know, man. It sounds like elite might be the place where I need to start.
Maybe for a first go.
Yeah, first go.
I mean, a month after release, you better be, underdog.
Yeah. If you're still playing elite in 30 days, we need to have a conversation.
We got problems. Well, I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get my hands on this, dude. Obviously, we said, we're going to be streaming it, all weekend this weekend. I think maybe Friday night we could get all the fellas in a stream or something.
Friday night, I'm free Friday night. I don't have anything going on Saturday morning, so I'm cool to stay up, do whatever. I mean, make it a marathon. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, I'm wide open until first part of next week. It's when the wedding festivities kick in. Woo. So,
and you best believe prior to the wedding, we're going to be running this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we were looking at the itinerary for the wedding day, and I was like, okay, so we got a solid 4 hours where we could play NCAA. Yeah, for sure.
We can get multiple systems running if we need to.
I'm bringing it. Yeah, no, I'm bringing my box. So we're looking forward to it, and then we may have a little slumby the first part of next week.
Slumby stream Monday night.
Slumby stream Monday Night Football.
I'm excited.
Alert the presses. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be right here. He'll be.
We'll be up. We're actually gonna be in the same chair because there's only one.
All I got.
Oh man, that's funny.
Well, that's a good place to end it right there.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Oh man. Well, Noah, thank you for joining me, brother man. To everybody out there, again, we really do appreciate the support. Thank you all for watching. And then obviously, please let us know your thoughts down in the comments because we have not actually laid hands on this game. If you have, let us know what you're thinking so far. And then, maybe help us get around, circumvent some of these mistakes that you may have already made. Like maybe not starting on Heisman. Turn it down a little bit until you get acclimated. But yes, we appreciate all the support yet again. Please, if you have not already, be sure to follow, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And we will see y'all. Like the video. Forgot one. Thanks for keeping me honest, Noah. All right, guys. We will see y'all next time.